Hello and welcome back to our YouTube series on HR professional learning English as a second language. In today's episode, we will be exploring the essential skills of writing professional emails. Effective email communication is crucial in the HR field as it sets the tone of your professionalism and greatly impacts your interaction with colleagues, clients, and candidates. So let's just jump straight in and get started. Are you ready? Let's go. Right. Okay. So tip number one. Tip number one is your subject line. The subject line is the first impression of your email. It should be clear and informative. A concise subject line helps the recipient understand the purpose of your email. Instead of a vague subject like meeting, try something more specific like meeting request, performance review discussion. Both these subject lines give you a clear and concise indication of what this email will entail, what the email content will be about. Tip number two. Tip number two is your greeting. Start your email with a professional salutation, such as, "Dear Mr. Smith," or "Hello, Miss Johnson." If you're unsure about the recipient's gender or name, you can use "dear" and maybe like someone's job title, or "hello department." So for example, "hello HR," or maybe "dear payroll," "dear talent manager," "dear recruitment." So you could use the job title or the job title or the department of or the name of the department. So the job title or the name of the department. Okay. Tip number three. For tip number three, you want to make sure that you have a clear and concise body. So the body of the email is the actual message. It's your actual message, the actual content of the email. When writing the body of your email, be clear, concise, and to the point. Introduce the context if necessary, then present your main message in a focused manner, using short paragraph and bullet points to break down information. Avoid using jargon or technical terms that maybe the recipient may not be familiar with. So jargon would be like industry specific vocabulary. So for example, in HR, would use maybe something along the lines of employee life cycle. I want to presume that employees do know about this type of vocabulary. However, it's more commonly used among HR professionals or within the HR department. Okay. So if I'm saying something along the lines like employee life cycle, they might maybe be able to guess the meaning from the context, but really this is a very HR specific type of vocabulary that would be used within the HR department. Okay, here's an example of a clear and concise body of an email. Okay. So, for example, I could say, "Hi, team. I hope this email finds you well. I wanted to discuss scheduling a meeting to go over the performance reviews for the past quarter. Please let me know your availability for a 1 hour meeting sometime next week. I have attached the performance report for your reference. Looking forward to hearing from you." So this is an example of a clear, concise body of an email. So it's telling the recipient what the email is really about. Obviously, it's about scheduling performance reviews, when the performance reviews are likely to be, which is next week. And also the example of the performance review has been attached to the email so that they can look at it before the actual performance review date and be familiar with the performance review template. And then I would end my email by saying something along the lines of "best regards," and then include my name. Tip number four. Tip number 4 is your tone and language. Okay, your tone and language is very, 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 very important. All right, I can't stress this enough. Um, yeah, because you want to make sure that you come across as like professional, courteous, and you want to really avoid informal language or slang when you're writing this type of email. When you're writing any email, especially an email to someone that you are not familiar with, someone who's not part of your team, a prospective employer, sorry, a prospective employee, and so forth. Remember, email likes tone of voice and facial expressions. So ensure your words convey the intended meaning. Use a friendly yet polite professional tone throughout the email. Something along the lines of hi, so and so, or hi, colleague. So you'd insert your colleague's name or surname depending on the culture of your organization. I hope you're having a great day. I wanted to follow up on our conversation from yesterday regarding the upcoming project. I appreciate your insight and suggestion. I wanted to clarify a few points to ensure we are on the same page. Could you please provide some additional details about the timeline and deliverables? I look forward to working together on this project. Thanks and regards, your name. Or you could simply choose to say best regards or kind regards, or just thanks and then your name. Okay, so you want to make sure that you close your email in some form and include your name. All right. So this is an example of an email that's got a nice tone, a friendly tone, and it's very clear and concise. Okay, tip number 5. So this part is where you provide a call of action or the next steps, if applicable. For example, if you're requesting information, specify when you need it by. End your email with a professional closing such as sincerely, best regards, followed by your name and contact information. Here's an example. Dear hiring manager, thank you for considering my application for the HR manager position at ABCD Company. I am excited about the opportunity to contribute to your team and bringing my expertise in talent acquisition and employee development. I would appreciate the chance to discuss my qualifications further and explore how I can add value to your organization. Please let me know if there is a convenient time for a phone interview. Thank you again, and thank you for your time and consideration. So this message, this email is really like straightforward, clear to the point, concise. You're thanking the recipient. You're using a polite tone, and you can end it by maybe saying sincerely and then adding your name. All right. So this is a perfect example of an email that has been well constructed, has used the right greeting, has used the right subject line, has used the right tone and ending or closing as well. So it's important that you include all parts of these elements within your email. Right. I did tell you that there's going to be a bonus section, and the bonus section is email abbreviations for you to use the next time you're writing an email, maybe to your colleagues or to your team members. Okay. These abbreviations are very useful because they can help streamline communication and save time. Here are a few examples. FYI. Do you know this one? I think you do. So FYI means for your information. So you included maybe, for example, if you want to make someone aware of something, or you just want to quickly remind them of something, you just say, FYI, I'm out of the office next week. Yeah, you just want to quickly remind them about something, then I'll use FYI. EOD means end of day. ASAP means as soon as possible. So can you please send me that report ASAP? So this would invoke a sense of agency. TIA means thanks in advance. So, for example, if you're asking for something, then it would be normal. It would be appropriate for you to thank someone in advance. Okay. Feel free to use these abbreviations appropriately in professional emails to colleagues. I wouldn't really use abbreviations to like potential employees, to potential clients, investors, to people you don't know. I would typically use these abbreviations with colleagues or people that you do know or people that you maybe most commonly communicate with. All right. And there you have it. Some key tips for writing professional emails, along with common email abbreviations for you to use with your colleagues, your team members, and people that you know. Remember, clear and concise communication is essential in the HR field, and mastering email etiquette will greatly enhance your professionalism. Stay tuned for more episodes on our series. We'll continue to explore essential English language skills for HR professionals. My friend, that's it for today. I'll see you soon and goodbye for now.